Hi, Sag. Welcome back to our channel. All right, guys, I'm going to be doing a little short reading for you guys. Sorry that I took a little bit of a hiatus from the channel. My mom actually had to go through surgery, so I, just spent time taking care of her, and now she's finally home, so I'm able to record again. But I also have a lot of responsibilities. I have to do a lot of catching up, even on personal readings. So this could be just a short reading. But yeah, that's why I haven't been on the channel. And also, thank you to those of you who reached out on the Sagittarius Instagram, because I love hearing from you guys. So it was nice that some of you guys reached out. It was like probably two people, but still, it really warmed my heart. And I was able to connect with you guys there. And you guys let me know, girl, where the hell are you? We need readings. Okay. So if you're not already following the Sagittarius Instagram, definitely follow that because it's a good way to connect with me outside of YouTube. And I love hearing from you guys. I also post content on there for you guys that is outside of YouTube. So definitely check that out. And yeah, let me go ahead and pull some messages and we'll see what's coming up for you. All right. So give me some messages for my Saggies watching. What is coming up for them? What can they expect? Give me some messages, please. All right, Sag, here's your spread for what could be happening for you right now, what themes are coming towards you, what to pay attention to, your advice, whatever, whatever, whatever. Okay. So let's start with the Oracle. First and foremost, know that coming up for you, you have a lot of unexpected joy. Okay. So do expect some changes for the better that are very unexpected. Like you cannot possibly see this coming, especially if life has been feeling a little dull or boring, because I do see a lot of cards of like, I'm bored, I want to turn things up a notch. Okay. So if life has been very mundane, boring, same old, you're ready for change. You're ready for something that's going to spark your soul in a major way. You're ready for something that's going to give you some vitality or even joy. You have unexpected joy coming towards you. You have changes for the better, okay? And it says, no need to fear risk. No need to fear risk at this time. So you also could be taking a leap of faith. But I also see there's a method to do this as well. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Do expect that you are going to become more cheerful, joyful, and happy. And this could be happening during Leo season, even with the lion here. So Leo season, I think, is right now. I think Leo season has already started, if I'm not mistaken. But obviously August as well is Leo season as well. So yeah, it's Leo season already, I believe. So you are becoming way more cheerful, joyful, and happy. Also, too, there's a lot of passion that you have, maybe even for your goals, for your day-to-day life. It is attracting a lot of fast development of relationships. So expect maybe even people that you haven't talked to come towards you at this time, and you may develop really fast bonds or connections, reconnections with them, almost like reconciliation, but not really. It's not like someone that you haven't really spoke to. It's more so like a fast energy of like coming back together, hanging out more often. There could be a lot of people coming towards you because you almost like are attracting them with your passion for life or what you're going to be doing in August. Okay. Also, too, someone around you, or this could be you, you could be having some type of miraculous healing from a serious illness or someone around you. This obviously happened in my life because, my mom was just in the hospital. So we prayed and we prayed for her to end her suffering. And finally, we found Finally, after years, we found the cure to her situation. So, if you are dealing with some type of health ailment, or even if you're dealing with like mental health, you may find some type of miraculous cure to your suffering, or someone around you that you care about, someone who's significant in your life, someone in your everyday life. This could even be someone who's like, sometimes we think of people who are significant as people that we love. This could even be like if you have a boss that's on your back all the time because they could be sick, whether they're mentally sick or they're physically sick or health wise, whatever. They could also be getting some healing, which is going to put them in a way better mood, which also could aid in some positive change for you. So, definitely, again, your energy is unexpected joy. So, it's not like you can predict how this is going to happen. It could happen in very odd and unusual ways. I do believe now the full moon is in Aquarius. So think about Aquarius energy is very like odd, quirky, unusual, unconventional. The way that you're going to have a lot of happiness coming towards you in August could be very weird circumstances coming towards you. I feel like you're going to really enjoy that because you also are a sign that almost has like that quirkiness, kind of like Aquarius. So, again, you could be getting joy from things that you didn't expect that came in very odd, unique, or quirky ways. That's really going to bring a smile to your face and going to give you some of that. Because I sense boredom. So it's going to give you some of that excitement that you were lacking in your life. Okay. Also, too, if you are, really focused on work, career, or even if you have a business or a side hustle, expect success with that in August, even if things are starting off a little rocky for you. Also, expect maybe a new position. Okay. Some of you guys are getting a new position that could be unexpected. You could be offered a new position. There could be a new position that comes through randomly that you just feel the random urge to go after, and you're going to get it. Okay. You're going to secure it. So, again, I feel like August is going to be a very positive month for you. But remember also to stay optimistic because a lot of people sometimes are not optimistic, and that also rules their circumstances. So make sure that your mind is very optimistic, and that's going to be your reality. Okay. And also lots of profit in the month of August. So your money is increasing. Even if it feels a little low right now or unlikely, you will be blessed in unexpected ways. Okay. So just look out for that. You do have the energy of the lion, which is interesting because Leo is happening. Leo energy is happening right now. So you are kind of getting that you're kind of getting that support from Leo. You also may get a support from a Leo. So if you have a Leo in your life, you may be getting a lot of support from them in the month of August. But you are getting that support from Leo season because they are a fire sign connected to you. You and Leo are very compatible. So you almost get the benefits kind of like they do in their season. And you are being seen as someone who's bold, brave, or courageous. You could be seen as someone who's devoted to yourself, to your loved ones, to your to your goals. Okay. So there's strong devotion here. Heart-centered energy as well, very caring and compassionate. Also being seen as a leader. Also a lot of things for you to be proud of that's coming up for you. So if you needed to hear this good news, I feel like it's really good that you guys tuned in. Sorry that this is the point of view that I'm doing today. I'm still trying to get myself together after being in the hospital, but I feel like you guys will be fine, right? It's okay. All right. Also seen as a leader, very majestic, high self esteem. So lots of confidence. If you're feeling a little insecure right now, that's temporary. So don't worry. Lots of inner strength, okay, that you may need to pull from to make something happen for yourself, and lots of confidence. All right. So very positive energies. All right. Now, let's talk about the bottom of the deck first and foremost, because that's your current energy. And let me see what's under the Knight of Wands. Okay, we have the Emperor. Okay. So, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is not negative or positive, it's what you make of it. Okay. In a positive way, the Knight of Wands is you quickly getting to things, not thinking too much, not getting too much in your head, not overthinking, and just jumping into action. So that could be positive, especially if you have things to do. You have a lot of responsibilities with the Emperor. Okay, what's under that? The Eight of Pentacles. You have a lot of things that you need to focus or concentrate on. This is really positive energy that could be supporting you. Having high energy, having high stamina, and also having a lot of confidence. Knight of Wands is a very overly confident individual. Your confidence could be manifesting a lot of things for you moving into August. Now, how the Knight of Wands could be a little detrimental at times is because it does talk about someone who is easily bored. It can talk about someone who makes impulsive decisions, doesn't think much before acting. So you need to really pay attention to your negative impulses during this season, okay? Especially with your first card, your entry card being the devil. You really, really need to pay attention to your negative impulses. Your impulses to do things out of boredom that you know are not for your highest good, you know have gotten you in trouble before, okay? So that's how you kind of pinpoint whatever this is. These things have gotten me in trouble before. If you impulsively text someone and then you feel shamed after reading the text the next day, maybe you want to not do those things, okay? If you impulsively, just go out and you didn't put much thought into it, but you have a lot of responsibilities and maybe you need to stay your ass inside, okay? Knight of Wands is like impulsive actions because we feel overly confident, but also we could be acting out of boredom. And especially with the devil here as your entry card right now, more than ever, since this is your first card, this is the first energy that's coming out for your reading. You need to be careful with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands also could be an influence around you. You may have someone around you who's very impulsive at this time. Impulsivity can get you in trouble because it's not just like, sometimes people think this is like, with people, like being in the wrong environments, being with the wrong connections. Sometimes people think this is like vices, but sometimes this can be your money. Okay. So like, if you know that being with low funds stresses you out or even depresses you, if you are making a lot of profit coming up for you, you want to save that. You don't want to be like the Eight of Wands, which is like a lot of money comes in and then a lot of money comes out. You want to take away the things that are very impulsive. This can range from a lot of things, and I don't want to spend too much time talking about this because you are an adult and you know what is impulsive for you. But for example, even Amazon, having the app on your phone could be very impulsive because when we have money, we like to browse, we like to window shop, and then you may end up putting things in your cart and then you end up buying. And it's like an oxymoron because I believe like Amazon has like this phrase on their website where um, it's like save more, spend less. But it's like so fake. It's like the devil, it's like a lie. The devil's a liar, right? So like Amazon is like, oh, save more, spend less. But Amazon also is like one of the top earning companies, in the world. So are their customers, their buyers actually saving more and spending less? No, it's like a gimmick. Okay, so be careful of gimmicks during this time. Be careful of anything that seems devilish that you can buy into too much, especially if you're like a gambler. If you're someone who likes to play the lotto, if you're someone who likes to go to a casino, be careful of those habits that may be creeping up on you. I also get this energy of you staying away from those things for a while. So if you're getting the urge to do them again, it's not because you're going to get lucky. It could be like, you have the luck to have a lot of the profit, but then you could spend it just as easily. So be careful of that devil energy. Also with this devil energy too, I get this vibe that there's going to be people around you who exude that devil energy. Okay, very fun people to be around, very fun to talk to hang around, but also people who could get in the mix. Also see someone who's incarcerated who may be around you with the devil. Okay, someone has the urge to do things that get them in trouble. Okay. Someone has the urge to do things that could get them behind bars, to get them in trouble. They have not learned from their mistakes just as yet. They like to gamble with their choices. So there could be someone coming towards you. You could be having a conversation with this person. This person may be at an event that you go to. This person may be your neighbor next door. Okay. There's someone here who has a history of self-sabotage, and also how you would know who this person is also, they could have been like incarcerated before, okay? And so you have to be careful of the influences around you. Now, the people who are coming towards you, we have unlock here, okay? So these are people here who need some type of protector because they have a hard time protecting themselves, okay? These are people who are ready to uncover the negative parts of themselves. I almost see this like shadow energy, like shadow work. So there's a lot of people coming towards you in their shadow, and you may be that light that can kind of like be the blunt energy, as Sagittarius usually is, to help them uncover where they are self-sabotaging. So people could be coming towards you, kind of like telling you their habits or their vices or their impulses, almost looking for someone to be the one that's brave enough with the lion to tell them no. All right. So even if an ex is coming towards you and they're like the bad boy, the bad girl, they're fun to be around, but this person also may be looking for someone to actually tell them no. All right. I was watching like this documentary about like this bad kid who was like always in trouble, always in juvenile, always getting suspended. And they said like the reason they were getting in so much trouble is because they were looking for attention from their parent. Like they had abandonment issues. Okay. So it's almost like that same energy where people, may have like this negative side or this negative polarity, but they're almost looking for someone to tell them no. So I do see you with that lion energy of being very bold and also being a leader, that you will be the one to tell people no. Do not be the follower who gets into the negative polarity with whoever this is, okay? Death card. I do see you helping this person to end certain habits that have been to their detriment. But again, it also could be a mirror to you where you need to tell yourself no during the season to not go back to doing certain things, okay? Now, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Your home life is going to be very, very stable in the month of August. If things have been all over the place, chaotic, your children been acting crazy, your lover's been acting crazy, your pet's been acting crazy, you've been acting crazy, the house is out of control, unorganized, whatever it may be, I do see you getting that under wraps in August. There's also energy of really enjoying the fruit of your labor. So if you've been putting in a lot of effort, maybe in June, July, and it's been a lot of tough work, I do see that you're going to get some type of enjoyment or leisure that you'll be able to really bask in and afford yourself because of your hard work before. All right. So I do see you tending to your home space, because I always think about the Nine of Pentacles as someone who has that really nice home. They have the nice furniture. They have the nice glasses, they have the nice food. And when you come to their house, you always feel like you're almost like in a hotel. So that's how you could be treating your space in August, really keeping it organized, keeping it very clean, tending to your chores, maybe even creating a schedule. You also could be having the money to really get something that's luxurious. Remember moderation. So whatever this is, some of you guys could be planning for your birthday in November, December. So you could be even like booking a trip, a luxurious trip that you're going to be paying off. Remember, responsibility will help you to really get that under wraps, keeping things organized, planning ahead. But I do see you having that under wraps in August, and especially with the Four of Wands, really nice home. You also may have more visitors in August than you're used to. Okay. So there's a lot of people coming to your house. So you definitely want to be presentable, because you never know who's going to be coming through unexpected or expected. Okay. Last but not least, your energy that you're going to be embodying, or that you should embody, is clarity here. I got to be careful with these cards because some of them are a little nakey, so I have to kind of block them out. But you do have clarity here, okay? And this is the energy of balance, temperance. Also, you have the good angel and the bad angel, okay? So, maybe you've been staying very tempered and you've been trying to do the right thing. You may feel like you're not getting your just due. It kind of makes you want to act out a little bit. But remember, you're almost playing yourself out of your spot, because very soon you're going to be the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Cups here, so I feel like you're finally walking away from an old way of doing things, and it's going to be very positive for you. You also may be really walking away and creating distance from certain people, because whoever this is that's coming to you that may really want you to be honest with them, it doesn't mean that they're actually going to take your advice and change that day, okay? It doesn't mean that this person's going to just have a turnaround just because Sag is a sage who gave them some wisdom. But maybe they need to hear that, and that could be part of their transition. So it's an energy, and it's up to you to walk away from things that are going to take away from where you have afforded yourself the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So that's very, very important for you here. You also have this card for your finances. It says organize for success. And this card says, do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps, or your next steps of action. Okay. So definitely a good time right now, even as you are entering the season of August, to organize for success, because you do have a lot of success coming through, but you have to be very organized and well put together to do that. And again, be careful of impulses, because impulses could really set you back at this time. Use your impulses to get things done. Do not use your impulses to distract you. It's not worth it. And it's kind of like taking away from yourself. Okay. Let's talk about this person who could be coming towards you. What is important for Sag to know about this person, the devil and the Eight of Swords? I feel like this person's not ready to roll with you. You know, if you had a crew, this is not someone that you allow in your entourage. Okay. You kind of keep this person at bay or 10 feet, but they are coming towards you, and it is for a reason. But tell me about that devil and the Eight of Swords. Okay. The Emperor. Feel like this person's ready to take accountability. Again, just because someone takes accountability and they're like, yes, I know I've done certain things that have afforded this life that I'm suffering in, doesn't mean that they're going to change. People can apologize and still do the same thing the next day. But it does feel like this person is changing. Okay. Something is unlocking within them based off of maybe your wisdom or your influence. Okay. Because you have that leadership energy. Your biggest advice is not to become the follower. Continue to be the leader and set a bar for success, set a standard that you want to continue to go by, and even this person to go by, especially if they want proximity with you. This is not someone you want to hang out with, but this is someone that you guys will cross paths, because they would may need you as Sag, the teacher, to kind of like keep it real with them when no one else will. Or they could be going to people that are just like yes man or yes woman, okay, and not really telling them what's up, what's good. All right, anything else? All right, the Fool is here as well. You could be trying a lot of new things in the month of August that are going to be really good for you. Okay, so do not be afraid, because again, you had this energy here where it says no need to fear risk. And sometimes the Fool can talk about trying new things and feeling really afraid, especially if you're doing it by yourself or leaving something behind. No need to be afraid of risk. Okay, go ahead and drop down. Don't be afraid. This person's kind of like hanging on to their old life, their old chapter. It's time for you to drop through, because what you have moving forward is what you prayed for, what you manifested. All right, Sag, that's what I have for you. Sorry I can't do a longer reading, but I really need to get to work. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.